So there's some good news that was just announced when it comes to World War III. For those of you waiting for the free open beta to hop into the game, well, you don't have to wait that long. The open beta isn't here yet, but it's coming. However, World War III will be having a free weekend starting tomorrow, April 30th, and ending on May 2nd. So you can hop onto this game for free and finally try it out. This free weekend will be another stress test on the servers in order to fully prepare for the open beta launch. This will be the second stress test on the servers, and the first one was, let's just say they gathered a whole lot of data in preparation for this one and for the upcoming release. Things didn't go too well. There were unfortunately a lot of server issues and people being unable to connect to the game and sometimes an infinite loading screen. So while this was frustrating for many people, it was also helpful for the team, I'm sure. With these stress tests, this is the sort of data that they're looking for. Why did it crash? Why are there flaws in the system? How can the server stability be improved? Stuff like this is very good for the team. So while it's unfortunate that it wasn't a great experience, I'm sure it was very helpful for this stress test. Unfortunately, lately, I still have seen some of the 53% loading screens up on Reddit wondering how to fix it. So I guess this is still an issue, though it does seem rare. Hopefully this stress test will help narrow down that issue and it can be fixed across the board. As for me, I've had this screen pop up a couple times lately. I've just had to restart the game and that seemed to fix the issue for me. So if you get that screen this weekend, I guess it's worth a shot to try to restart the game, but no promises there. During the last stress test as well, the squad system was completely bored. You couldn't squad up with your friends very well, or if you could, then you would be in for like a game and then you get kicked from the party or something like that. But luckily, this has been fixed, at least from my experience. So you shouldn't have any more problems with this. You should be able to hop in with your friends and play no problem. And that should make for a much more enjoyable experience. Though I will say right now, the friend system is kind of weird. If you decide to change your name, don't make it something short like Tacti. You're likely not going to be able to be found on the friends list. There's some sort of system sorting error kind of thing. I don't exactly know how things work, but whenever people try to search for me, they can't find me because my name is too short and there are too many names with Tacti in it or something like that. I don't know. Also, if you're new to the game and need a quick starter guide, I'll pin my beginner's guide video down in the comments below. And then for gamers that have been playing this game, the XP will be boosted by 50% this weekend. So that will definitely help out with your closed beta grind. Now, onto the important stuff. What does this mean for the open beta release? They haven't announced it yet, but that's definitely something that everyone wants to know. I've stopped guessing because I said about a month ago that it would be ready within a couple weeks, and I have to take an L on that one. I was definitely wrong. It took a considerable amount of time to fix the broken squad feature, so I'm going to assume that that sent them back quite a bit. This, coupled with any server fixes that were needed, are likely to have set them a little bit further back. The expected release was in March, but now, obviously, we don't have the exact date. And a lot of that is going to depend on how this stress test goes. During the previous stress test, the player count peaked at around 7,000 or so, if I remember the number correctly. And so this is the real test here. When the player count starts creeping up into that number, if they do make that number, then we'll have to see how everything responds. Hopefully they fixed a bunch of things so that this isn't an issue, but I also know that at some level, you've got to estimate how many players are going to be playing, and you're going to need to have some servers prepared and a framework set up to deal with a certain amount of data flow. I don't know the whole back-end stuff. All I really know about video games is what I see on the screen. But regardless, if the servers start to have difficulties with those higher player counts, this release could get pushed back a little bit more. Hopefully not. I'm excited for the full release, though I do know that all of my progress here is going to be wiped. But that doesn't really concern me too much. I'm just excited for a little bit more content and a battle pass. The last battle pass I actually had was the Modern Warfare 2019 battle pass, and I don't think I actually bought that. I think I had extra COD points for some reason. But I really couldn't grind that much because I was focused on other games, not part of the mainstream, just for the purpose of this channel. So I really couldn't grind through a whole lot. I'm excited for this battle pass because I'm actually going to be able to play it and participate in it and grind through it a little bit. I do hope there's going to be a little bit more content when it comes to the open beta. Right now, it's a total of 4 TAC Ops maps and 14 deathmatch maps. While the weapons have loads of content, the maps and game modes are a bit lacking, but that's hopefully going to be changed when the open beta starts. We know of one map that's going to be added, but we haven't heard much more. And then, of course, some new game modes would be really nice. Again, we don't know when that open beta is going to be, but certainly hit that subscribe button down below to stay up to date and to be informed. It's going to be a close one, but we're on track to hit over 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Help a gamer out. Thank you so much for watching the video. You guys have a great weekend out there on the battlefield. Until the next one, be bold, be courageous, stay tactical.